from Wonder Birthing, and this is part 2, all about relaxation in pregnancy. So if you've missed part 1, you can go back and look for it now. Part 1 is all about how you can stay physically lovely, relaxed in pregnancy. Sometimes it's really hard, we hold a lot of tension, our bodies can also get quite achy and stuff because we're growing our baby, and so much is changing within our physical body. So part 1 is all about physical relaxation, and this is part 2, and this is all about helping yourself to mentally relax, to mentally manage all that stuff that is going on in your head, particularly once you find out when you're pregnant, and then as your pregnancy progresses and you get closer towards meeting your beautiful baby. There is so much that goes through our heads at this time, and it can feel really, really overwhelming. Particularly if you are someone that might be a bit prone to worrying or getting overwhelmed or feeling quite anxious about things, then this can be a really delicate time in your life. Pregnancy, early pregnancy, worrying about your baby, the health of your baby, how you're going to cope being a mum. Is your partner, are they on board? How are they going to support you? All those types of things. It can be a really, it can be a really stressful time, and it's totally normal to go through these things. That's what I think lots of people don't talk about. There is this real transition for women and for couples as they are going through that 9.5 months of pregnancy. Particularly if it's your first baby, your whole world starts to change and you start looking at things differently. You really start to worry about, money and how you're going to afford things and all that type of stuff. Also, you might start worrying about the birth and how you're going to get the baby out of your body. That can be something that lots of women can really focus and cause a lot of stress and anxiety. And like I said, if you are already a bit prone to being a bit anxious in your life, or you've had previous mental health stuff, which 1 in 3 of us have, this can also sort of trigger some extra stuff to go on as well. So what I really, really suggest is, if you find yourself feeling really overwhelmed or a bit teary, really anxious, maybe not sleeping at night, there's some really key indicators, then I would highly suggest that you go and talk to your GP, your midwife, your OB, whoever your beautiful care provider is, and just have a chat with them and talk to them about your concerns. Okay? But other stuff that I found really useful when I was pregnant, and I talked to all the couples that do my classes about this sort of stuff. It's really important as a couple, if you're having a baby together, to keep the communication lines open, particularly in pregnancy. There's so many changes going on, and it's really difficult for your partner to understand everything that you're going through, and difficult for you to understand everything that they might be feeling as well. So really suggest having a date night at least once a week where you can really sit down and openly, in a supportive, safe environment, talk about stuff. Okay? Because if you don't do this now, by the time your baby comes, there's gonna be some problems. It's also a really interesting time when, particularly pregnant with your first child, it's a really amazing sort of reflection that you have on the way that you were parented, on the way that you feel you want to parent, and this can often bring up lots of stuff as well. Also, if maybe you've lost a parent, then that may bring up a lot of things that perhaps you may not have thought of, or that you haven't maybe dealt with effectively. So there is a really big emotional roller coaster of emotions that you can often go through as your pregnancy develops, as you think about becoming a parent, the type of parent you want to be. Have those conversations with your partner. Things change. you change your mind anyway. As you go on your pregnancy journey, things, will come up and you'll change your mind about things. And that in particular happens around your parenting journey as well. But it is really, really key to start thinking about that sort of stuff now too. So they can be some things. Really keep your communication lines open and, seek help if you need to. It's so important that you invest in yourself now in this pregnancy period, because if you've got some underlying stuff that you're not actually dealing with properly when you're pregnant, then it's only going to come to the surface after you have your baby. So really value yourself, value your mental state, and really help yourself and get the support that you need. I hope that that's made a lot of sense and how important it is to really think about your mental health from a perspective of your parenting. Okay, other tips that you can really do to help you maybe sleep better, to help you to reduce some of your anxiety, to maybe put some positive thoughts into your head to help reduce that amount of worry. A really good, useful thing that I find is like listening to guided relaxations. Particularly if you're pregnant, you could find some hypnobirthing tracks. I've developed quite a few really beautiful early pregnancy, middle pregnancy, and late pregnancy relaxation sessions. They're just about 10 minutes. You can just download them. If you want a copy of them, just send me a message and I'll email them to you straight away. No problem. You can contact me through my website, wonderbirthing.com.au, and it's Amelia. So they can be really useful, particularly at night. If you listen to a relaxation track just before you go to bed, that can really help you get you off into a beautiful deep sleep. Quite often that's when our little, worry wart going on in our head, when we finally lie down and start to relax, then that's when really our mental mind can just, kick off. Because we have a bit of time and space to really, start worrying about things. Whether you're worrying about your birth, whether you're worrying about your partner, or, anything like that, that's when it can really kick in. So really by helping yourself to calm your mind, practice some mindful breathing, just take a couple of really nice, deep, relaxing breaths, focusing on your breath. Just learning a few techniques like that can really help you to ground and center yourself so that you can get off to a really beautiful sleep that night. Because your body is working so hard when you're pregnant. So you really need to replenish as much as you can. Okay, so that's a little bit on keeping yourself relaxed in the mind for pregnancy. I really hope you've enjoyed it. This was part 2, like I said, so go back and look at part 1, which is all about physical relaxation during pregnancy if you haven't already watched that. Okay, I'm Amelia from Wonder Birthing. Look me up on any of my socials, Insta, Facebook, YouTube, all that sort of stuff. And I look forward to connecting with you soon. Shoot me any questions you've got. Bye.